Hello everybody, it's Andriana and this is going to be our tutorial for how to color your own hair. And I have my little model here who doesn't have, a whole lot of outgrowth. You see a little bit, and so I'm going to show you how to do it, and then hopefully I'll be able to get you guys all your color to you with gloves and a brush, and I'm not going to give you a bowl because I figure you're going to have one of those at home. And what to do, your fabulous personal color. All right, so I'm gonna just tilt this, whoops. Let me get a little close up here of how to do this. Uh-oh. Let's get this, sorry about that guys. I'm a newbie at this. So, I told you it was gonna be funny. All right. Okay. So what we're gonna do is first you're going to part the hair, and you can use the end of your brush, and you're going to part it down the center, and then you're going to part from the top down to the ear. So I'll show you on this side, and then I'll give you I'll give you some clips, and what we'll do is put that off, which of course, oh, wasn't prepared, sorry. So basically you're just kind of quartering the head, which makes it a little easier. So you've got 4 quarter panels on the head. And then you most likely will start at the top, and here's your color bowl and your brush. So you're gonna get that on there, dip it in, and then you're not gonna have too much, about that much. So it's got an amount, but it's not super gooped up. And when you go to apply the color, she's got a really small outgrowth, but you guys might have maybe only 1/2 inch on each side. So instead of trying to get just on one side, go through both sides, because you don't want to overlap too much. So where you get enough color on there, and then when it gets a little drier, just add a little more color. And scraping it up off the side is a little easier, so have it kind of stirred, you wipe that up, and then see that little reserve on the side? You can go back in and dip that in, and then get some amount of color on there without having too much on the brush. Makes it a little easier. And then just follow the part line, and then you can come down. Whoops, I made a mess out of this corner. Let me repart that. It's hard to have the video on that side over my shoulder, so that's why I'm doing it on this side. So then you'll, same thing, get a little bit of color, and then go down. Let me do this side for you. So try to only get about 1/2 inch of color on the hair. So you're covering, you want to cover all of the outgrowth, which is the new growth of color, the uncolored hair. And then you're going to take a little section. This is a little bit more for if somebody's doing it on you, but if you are doing it to yourself, you can still do this. It might not be as neat, but the one thing that I would highly recommend is, if you are doing it yourself, take all of the towels and bath mats and stuff out of your bathroom, because coloring your own hair can be quite messy. Because mostly you'll probably be looking in the mirror, and looking in the mirror at your own head is backwards in the mirror, so it can get confusing, and you end up getting it on yourself, or you might have a little too much color on your brush, and it'll drop down and land on the floor, and there goes your nice bath rug. And if you have porous type flooring, if it's any kind of linoleum or jute or anything that's natural or porous, cover it. Get an old sheet and cover everything, because if it drops and you don't pick it up, because as you can see, this color, when you first mix it, it's light, and as it oxidizes, it'll turn dark. So if it lands on your floor and your color of your floor is light, you probably won't see it until it turns dark, and then you're screwed because it's already stained your floor. Isn't that a lovely thing? Hi. So we will just continue. You will go all the way around and just keep adding the color like this. And then when you get done filling the panel in, you're going to want to, here, turn your face like that way. You're gonna go around the edge of the face and double check to make sure that you've gotten all that color around your face. All right, so you do that. And better to get it a little more on your face and make the hair covered and deal with a little bit of stain than not having your hair covered. All right, I'll be back. Hi again, here we are at the back. Just thought I'd show you how we're finishing up. And you know, if you're, you know, you can't see or you're trying to use a mirror, even if you know, get a little sloppy in the back and overlap, better to get it on there. Just make sure you have enough color on your brush. And yeah, so you get it covered. But worst comes to worst, the back probably won't be as good, but it's underneath. So it won't matter that much. And then you go back up the top on the other corner and fill that in. Let's see. Just turn it around. There we go. All right. Just try to take, you know, like 1/4-inch sections is good, because if it's too thick, you won't be able to get the color throughout. And that's the important part. So if it's about 1/4-inch section, you can get that color on there a lot better. So remember, just crossing over from side to side, so you're getting that middle section, and then you're covering all the hair that needs to be colored in that beautiful color that I'll be sending you. All right, we'll check back. Bye. Okay, whoops, here we are at the end. So then what you can do is you can kind of pull it through. If somebody else is doing it for you, kind of look through, see if there's any spots that you might have missed, and just do a little touch up. Kind of pull everything just from the ends of the hair back. And then my suggestion is to always go back over that hairline one more time, just to make sure, because of course that's going to be the part you're going to see, and if you have any little uncolored bits, it won't make you happy. So just go through a little extra, and I will tell you how much time you'll process. So once you get that on, then you'll set your little timer. Either you can set your watch. Oh, I forgot my watch on. Or your watch or whatever. Usually it's between 30 and 45 minutes, depending on who you are. And then my suggestion, the easiest, is to just go and jump in the shower. And sit with your the shower head so that it can go backwards, you know, not into your face, and then you can get that off and start scrubbing so it's away from your face, and then you can turn around and rinse out the rest of it. So you want to rinse it out all while you're in the shower. First, you rinse it all and just scrub your head as you're rinsing it out, and then go ahead and shampoo really well and condition. And make sure you condition for about 5 minutes, and you should be as good as new and look like you were just with me. Maybe hopefully not as good as when you were just with me, so that you'll want to come back when we're done being in quarantine. All right, everybody, have a great one. I love you all. You're going to be great. Enjoy your families. Get out, have some fresh air. Go for a walk. Go for a paddle. Go for, I don't know, whatever. And enjoy. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.